Hello guys, Adam with you here as always, back on the Choppercraft Feed the Beast Unleashed server, episode 2, and things are probably looking quite a bit different to you from last episode. For one, what happened to the Sortex texture pack? And we're not using it now, obviously, and the reason why is because we're going to be getting into some mods that the textures were just completely borked on, so we went back to default. So that's the story behind that. And the other reasons things are looking different is for a combination of two reasons. For one, I did a ton off camera, but the reason I did so much off camera is because the server reset. It was unexpected and had to be done because there was some world corruption, and there was really no choice but to reset, so everything we did in last episode was lost. But fear not, I spent pretty much all day yesterday playing on the server and caught up to where we were and made the progress I said I'd make off camera at the end of last episode, which was build the start of our base. So let's just take a tour of what I've done, because I had to do some things differently, and then we will get into the content of this episode. So first off, we're in this jungle here. There will be a lot more cleared out eventually. And this is the start of the Hacker Court building. It's not done. Right now on the outside it just looks like kind of an ugly square box, but it will be dressed up and made a lot snazzier, and there will be additions off of this building. That's why these walls are just all solid and flat, because there are going to be additions later on. And then the front, we're actually not going to have doors. This will actually be just kind of open, but I have to establish the perimeter and fence and whatnot to stop mobs from being able to get in before I can do that. So I did that. Here's our basic storage setup. This is all the ores and stuff we've got so far, so we're doing decent. Could definitely be doing better, but not bad. Yeah, some of our mass storage stuff, and then just various and sundry things that I've gotten. So, just so you can kind of see what we've got, and we'll go ahead and put that in our inventory because we'll want it later on for this episode. So yeah, that iron chest is empty. That's why I used to put the ores in. Over here, we're doing the same sort of power setup that we did last time. Let me just show you here. We've got a pump set up here in the nether over a giant lava lake. That's what's in this building here. The only difference is we are using ender tanks now instead of the tesseracts. And the reason is simply because the ender tanks are easier to make. I actually wanted to go that route to begin with in last episode, but the reason I didn't is I could not find a blaze spawner for the life of me. They had all been picked over and taken, but as you can see here, I have my very own blaze spawner. So using ender tanks now, which in some ways are better, some ways not as great, but we've got 2 bat boxes here hooked to a geothermal generator. We've got a macerator and a electric furnace, and then, you know, just a basic setup to collect what we get out of them. And then a little bit of a hopper setup there. These are just vanilla hoppers, nothing too fancy. So let's just do that and put this stuff away. We'll do that. I made a jetpack, which we will be playing with here in a little bit. And then I have a quarry running as we speak. Same sort of setup we had last time. The geothermal generator powering some electric engines. I have a diamond pipe this time. We are avoiding dirt and cobble for the moment, because I don't need those. And I just have an iron chest set up, which is not the best way to do this at all, but it's the best I can do at the moment. I don't have another ender pearl to make ender chests or anything, so we're just kind of dealing with that setup for now. It works, I just have to make sure I keep an eye on it so nothing gets backed up. But yeah, that's helping us get our riches going. So today what I want to do is I want to check out something I've never checked out before, and it is in the Twilight Forest. Now if you recall when I did my very short, brief single player Feed the Beast, we did a little bit in the Twilight Forest, but I've never checked out what we're going to check out today. Let's just get prepared here. So I want to just go ahead and make a diamond sword because we'll need it. And we'll go ahead and get us some torches going. I'll probably make some more than that because I'll be using all those, I'm sure. So 4, 5. There we go. I'm sure we can find coal on the way to keep us going. There we go. That should get us started. So, oh, right, and this also has a downstairs. There's nothing in it yet. I'm going to change this floor. The reason I use these chiseled stone bricks is because in the texture pack we were using, they look a lot different. Yeah, since we're just going to stick with vanilla texture pack from here on out. Which is good anyway, since we're on the server. I think vanilla is a good one to kind of aim for, because that's what most people use, I would say. But anyway, let's go ahead and head on in to the Twilight Forest. And I marked it out. We are going to check out one of these mazes. I don't think I've ever looked at these. I don't think we did it in the single player, and if we didn't do it in the single player, I haven't done it at all. Pretty sure. There's also a dungeon I found that I wanted to take on. It's way over there though, so we'll just stick with the maze for now. And the other reason I want to do the maze is because I'm thinking that this maze stone brick may be a good block to use for the floor in HackerCorp. So let's just float on down here. Alright. So far so good. So yeah, I've never checked these out. I know they have minotaurs in them, and those can be quite diddly. But they can also have a lot of loot, I do believe. Ooh, I thought there was a tripwire in there that would trigger something. So a charm of keeping 1. Would really like to have a charm of keeping 2, but that's okay. A maze wafer, steel leaf, sand. Not worried about it. I've got the quarry running in a place where we'll get plenty of sand. Let's just go ahead and make some torches out of that. There we go. So let's kind of light this place up and see what we find. And I do believe this gives you sticks, doesn't it? These roots. Yeah. So that's different. I don't know how terribly useful that is. Okay, yeah. We've got spawners in here, I know. With these guys. Ooh. Why can't I hit him? Oh, I think I'm getting some kind of lag there, because I could not... I should have been hitting him, quite simply. Let's just break... Actually, oh. I was going to force wrench it, but I had already broken it by the time I had that idea, unfortunately. Oh well, I'm sure we'll find more, and honestly, I don't really know why I'd want the spawner of them. I don't see what good that would be for me. An instant health 2 potion, that's cool. I actually want one of those for something. Now I need a regen potion. Another milk. Okay, another instant health 2. But I want to make a, what are they called? A magnum torch? No. It's a, what's it called? A magnum torch. Yeah, I want to make one of these. They prevent mob spawns within a, I can't remember how large of an area, fairly decent sized area. So I want to have one to put inside HackerCorp. Because I, of course, don't want mobs spawning around there. Okay, looks like we found an area for a lower level already, but I don't want to go lower yet, because I haven't even begun checking out this level. I hear the mooing of the mushrooms. Or mushrooms, minotaurs, that's what they are. And this stuff I think takes forever. Yeah. We may have to try a turtle on this maze to get those. I think a turtle can still mine through them pretty quickly. At least that's my thinking and my hope. Oop. Alright, is that another chest? It is indeed. I thought these had tripwires in them that had TNT under it. Okay, some cool stuff there, I guess. I could have sworn there was like TNT in here somewhere. That may have been changed at some point, or maybe I'm just making that up. I don't know. Yeah, that takes forever to break. There's definitely no TNT under that. Which is good. That's one less thing we have to worry about, but I just thought it was there. Quite simple. I wonder, can I? No. It makes sense, I guess. I don't know why I thought you would be able to. That really wouldn't make sense if you could. But yeah, we're going to check this out. I think I'm... Whoop. Get rid of this guy. There we go. So anyway, as I was saying, I think we are going to... Oh, and the server is going to be restarting here. So I will cut away and be back with you guys in a moment. Alright, so the server's back up after the restart there. It does it automatically, I think every 12 hours or whatever, to help prevent some issues with the server. So, yeah, I kind of think it's necessary with a Feed the Beast server especially, because we all know how many issues Feed the Beast can cause. Feed the Beast can definitely lead to some issues, and speaking of issues, I'm not finding coal down here like I thought I would. So that's not good. There are also, in places, I thought random rooms with just full of torches. But I haven't found any of those. So that could be an issue. We got a maze slime. I think, can't you get like charms of keeping or health or something off these guys? Charm of life or something? I don't know. I thought you could. It seems like you could. I don't know. I could be making that up. It was another one of these rooms. And I'm out of torches. Oop. Is he lagging or am I? Yep. Alright. A little bit of lag. There we go. I need torches though. I am not going to fare so well without torches. Anything up here? Yeah, this maze stone I think would look good as a floor. Here we go. Okay, the torch berries disappeared. I was kind of going to use those, but whatever. I wouldn't have happened to pick them up, would I? Nope. Oh well. So just gather up some coal here so we make us some torches. And go take on that room, which I now don't even remember where it was. Just make a bunch of sticks here. I don't really know why I made so many when I don't have the coal to make torches. Where am I? Oh, now I'm in a completely different portion of the maze. I just heard something. Speaking of random rooms full of torches, there's one of them. And you know what? Let's do that. There we go. That's one way to gather up torches, I suppose. Now the water is driving me nuts, so just go ahead and break all but one. There we go. That should keep us going for a little bit anyway. Let's see. This is a fairly large room, but it doesn't look like there's really much point to it. I'm not sure what that noise just was. One of those little goblin-y troll things. I don't know what they're called. But you find them in Hollow Hills, too. Let's see, now I'm kind of lost. Where did I drop down into here? Of course, I suppose it wouldn't be much of a maze if you didn't get lost, would it? I hear a ton of those mushrooms, though. Or, dang it, I keep calling them mushrooms. They're not mushrooms, they're minotaurs. Why do I want to keep calling them mushrooms? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I want to use this maze stone mosaic as a floor, because I don't particularly like it. But the maze stone that It's forming the ceiling there. I think that could be a good floor material. Maybe. Possibly. We'll have to try it. I'm not sure yet. There we go. That's one way to harvest it. So it blows up really easily, it looks like. So that might be how we collect it. A charm of keeping 1. Fireflies. A golden apple. Oh, my inventory's a mess. Some more sticks. Some more arrows. I have no arrows, so that's good. I have very few arrows. I have no arrows at home. At the base. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't really need paper. Don't really care about that. Alright. Keep soldiering on here. See what we find. And actually, I think I'm just going to cut away here. I'll keep recording in case something interesting happens. But, yeah, I think I'm just going to cut away until then so we can get to some other things in this episode. So I will be right back with you guys. Alright, so I spent a bit more time down in that maze, and to be honest, I was getting a little bit bored of it. It wasn't really posing much of a challenge or anything, so I decided let's check out this dungeon instead. It's one of these, I think it's from Choppercraft, a Choppercraft dungeon. Oh, I have no torches. Dang it. Alright, there's a cave over here, or a ravine or something. Maybe we can find some coal. A little bit of a lag spike there. Pretty much typical for Feed the Beast. Oh, speaking of maze, I think this is a separate one. I don't think it's connected to the one we were just in. Here's some coal. There we go. Oop. Yep, a little bit of lag there. That's okay. There we go. We'll gather up a little bit here. We shouldn't need a ton of coal for this. And I actually want to get these spawners out of the sky. I want to force wrench them out of there because, especially the skeleton one, because I could really use a constant supply of arrows. That would be nice. Alright. So let's just go over here and check out this dungeon. There's the entrance to the maze. Actually, this might be a third maze. Or maybe they're all connected into one giant one. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're not interested in mazes right now. We are interested in this dungeon. So, plop down a torch to begin with. Alright. And this shouldn't be too bad. Oop. There we go. Kill him. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Easy, some might even say. So there we go. Force wrench those. Ugh. Inventory. But that's okay. We'll do a cheaty way to extend our inventory here. There we go. Ooh, yes. We got a portal gun. That's all I really care about out of this, actually, is the portal gun. It's the only really amazing thing. There we go. See that? Instantly expanded our inventory. So, that was way easier than I had even anticipated. There's actually one more thing I want to check out, possibly, in here. I don't know that there is one nearby, but there's a possibility for one nearby. So let me dump off my inventory here, and I'll see if I can find one. If not, we will do something else here at the base. So I'll see. Dang it. I just went back through. So anyway, I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, so it looks like my hunch was correct, and we have one of these things. I'm actually not sure what they're called. I would have to look it up. I can't remember what they're called. They appear on top of these dark forests in the Twilight forest. And you can get all kinds of stuff out of them. So I'm glad I found this. This is precisely what I was looking for. I doubt I can. Nope. If I recall, isn't this pretty hard to break? Yeah. It's pretty hard to get into this place. It seems like there's supposed to be a door somewhere, but the door might actually be the door may very well be on the floor of this place. Is this the ceiling? Can I just kind of break through the ceiling here? Alright, so this is going to take a second to break, unfortunately. They make it very difficult to break this. These tower wood planks. So, yeah, this is a pain to break. I would say high back, but I'm currently breaking a block that does not want to break. Wow. And then I just hear a cow fall to his death. I would look, but this takes so very long. Jeez, it's easier to break obsidian than to break this. That's kind of ridiculous. Alright, almost. Almost. Come on. I feel like it will break any second. Maybe. There we go. And what is time I'm recording? I don't guess it matters. Let's see. Okay. So you can get these cool doors, which is nice. I may use those for something. Hello. What are these guys? Tower wood, or no, Carmite something. Carmite Rudling. Alright. So the main thing I'm interested in here are the blaze spawners, because I eventually want to blaze a tier 5 blaze soul shard. The blaze spawners, and also some of the loot, of course. Can you force wrench these guys? Because they're a pain to break. You can get them, I think. Pretty sure, but I would do that off camera. Redstone lamps, cool. Steel leaf, ironwood ingots, I don't care about the rest of the stuff. Yeah, you can get a lot of redstone type components out of here too, which is cool. Not as big of a deal here on Feed the Beast as maybe on my vanilla series, but still cool nonetheless. The redstone is still useful. Of course, it's used in a lot of recipes. Just, I don't use it on here as much as I might on a vanilla series because there's not nearly as much need for it. Oop, there's a chest. Oh, that's one we were just in. I didn't realize I could just kind of fly up and cheaty see around there. Advantages of a jetpack. Let's see. Well, this is turning out to be quite boring so far. Cool, some redstone. I'll take it. Fireflies I've already got enough of. I don't know what I'm even going to do with them, to be honest. But I've got them. Alright, so I guess I will cut away and only show interesting stuff here. Maybe show the chests and loot and fighting scenes in kind of a montages type of style. Ooh, diamond. A montagey sort of thing. We'll just see what happens. Depends what happens as I explore. Alright, so I think this counts as interesting. We've got what appears to be some kind of gas spawners. Oop, and a skeleton shooting me in the face. I'm not sure what these are, but we're just going to get rid of them. Wasn't there another one? Yeah, right there. Oh no. Oh, jeez. A Carmite gasling. Huh, and did that turn into a... It turned into a skeleton spawner. Interesting. Ah, hover mode. Come back. Huh. Alright, I don't think I've ever seen these guys before. Does that one turn into a skeleton spawner as well? Yes, that's quite interesting. So the spawners for Carmite gaslings apparently turn into skeleton spawners when you force wrench them. That's a little bit strange, not gonna lie. Doesn't make a ton of sense. But hey, whatever. I'm not sure if that's intended or not. I would imagine that's unintended behavior. But I'll go with it because I wouldn't mind having a skeleton soul shard. And do you hear what I hear? I hear badness. Yep. Break that. Break it, break it, break it, break it. Come on. There we go. No, I want the spawner. Oop. He sees me. There he is. Alright, give me a minute here. I don't want to die with my portal gun on me. That wouldn't be good at... That wouldn't be good at all. I'd be pretty upset if I lost that. Quit moving, guy. Oh, am I standing in the flame? Ah, get up there. There we go. Is there another blaze? Definitely is, I hear him. He's up there. I missed this chest the first time around though. Cool, let's just do this. There we go. Cheaty, cheaty, take the chest. Grab that arrow. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, I see you. Where'd you go? Oops. Oh, wow. Come on, guy. Will this place burn down? That's the question. It looks like it... Well, I don't know if it will burn or not, to be honest. And we've already got some... what's that stuff called? Nether wart. So I'm not too concerned about that. And did that blaze spawner just turn into a skeleton spawner? What's the deal with that? I was hoping to get some blaze spawners out of this. It's part of the reason I did this. And what in the world is this? Are these just reappearing block? Well, this is going to be obnoxious, isn't it? Am I that dedicated for getting through this part of the maze type thing? I don't think I am. I'm not that dedicated. Sorry. Especially since now as I know that I can't get the blaze spawners. That really sucks. That's part of the reason I came down here. I mean, it's nice that we're getting the skeleton spawners because I need those too, but ow. But I mean, I would like something else as well. I would like the blaze spawners as well. Oh well. That's okay. I suppose the blaze spawners aren't absolutely crucial, but it would still be nice to have. And now I've got to try to find my way out of here, so... Like I said before, I'll keep recording in case anything interesting happens. Hopefully this rain will go away, and I'll be back with you guys. You know, I'm not sure what I was thinking when I was going to give up because I didn't feel like doing that maze. I've got a jetpack. I can just fly up here and be around it. So let's just see if we find anything else, because, see, like this, I know there's lots of this kind of stuff. I'm not really sure what the point of some of this stuff is, but we will take it nonetheless. Let's see here. Ooh, I hate these guys. Dang it. There we go. Let's run up here. See, I'm stuck in a sea of clouds here. Books, I don't think there's anything behind. Well, here. Yeah. Just books. We can take them. We still don't have an enchanting setup, so I suppose I shouldn't just pass up the books. Hello. Alright. Let's take care of this guy. There we go. And let's see what we've got. Anything good we got? Oh, okay. Well, I don't think the mod creators here intended you to be able to just fly over this stuff like that, but I'm doing it anyway. Look at that, some nice stuff in there. Oops, now I can't get the chest. brilliant. Jeez. Inventory is just a mess. Some more of those Carmite gas, it looks like. Let's see, is there another point of entry up here somewhere? I bet there is. Oop. Did I reach the fly limit? Yeah. I reached the jetpack's fly limit. Here, Blaze. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to just fly up to that portion, does it? Alright, so I think we're probably going to stop with this whole Twilight Forest nonsense here in a minute. But let's just see what we got here real fast before we call it quits. Oops. I put that in, just destroy my portal. I had Feather falling free. That's not terrible. Just do this here. And once again, I cannot get to the chest. Wonderful job. That was a brilliant move on my part. Oop. Lag spikes. Wonderful. Some of these books. Maybe we'll actually be able to set up a level 30 enchant station. That would be nice. Those guys don't even really seem to hardly do any damage. And they're pretty easy to kill. Kind of pointless. Oh, I'm getting crazy lag right here. There we go. Wonder what those guys are doing. They're wrecking the server. Nah, just the nature of Feed the Beast. There we go. Did that turn into a pig spawner? Alrighty. Well, I'm okay with that because I will just have an infinite source of food, I suppose. Works for me. Yeah, see, they're one-hit punch kill. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, head back to Hacker Corp, and we will do something else here. It's enough Twilight Forest for one day, and if all works out as is planned, I should be able to just... Oop, yay! I love having a portal gun. Alright, so let me kind of get situated and organized here, and we'll do some other stuff here. So I'll be back with you guys in a moment. Well guys, I was just reviewing everything we did, and unfortunately I spent a lot more time in the Twilight Forest than what I intended to. And we are already at the end of this episode. How time flies when you're having fun, I guess, right? So I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here, and we will just start working on what I wanted to work on in this episode in next episode. So I will see you guys then. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.